What's up, guys? Got a quick video for you today, and basically I'm just recording a new video from my new office. So if you guys could tell, the background is a little bit different, and it's because I actually just moved. So I used to live in Orange County in Newport Beach, which is just south of LA, and now I'm up in Long Beach, which is actually part of Los Angeles. And so for me, it's kind of cool. I grew up in LA. I grew up in Santa Monica, so I lived there until I was 17, 18, went to school down in San Diego, lived there for 10 years. And then, as you guys know, since you guys have met me, I moved up to Orange County and I've been living there for the past 2 years. Now, the reason why we actually moved was because my wife, who is in med school at UC Irvine, she's starting to do some work over at Long Beach VA. So the VA hospital, and so we wanted to be closer to the hospital for her, basically. And now that I'm working at home full time, it was kind of easy for me to just say, hey, sure, let's go ahead and do it. And so as you guys can tell, I'm coming to you from my new office. So this will be the backdrop for at least a little while. So you can see so far getting things set up, and hopefully next few videos I'll have some paintings or something like that up in the back. But yeah, so for me, it's kind of cool moving up to Long Beach. We actually got renting a nice little house a few blocks from the beach in Belmont Heights, which is a pretty cool area of Long Beach. And basically just kind of been hanging out and checking out the scene. So if you guys are looking for a little description of Uber or anything like that, this video is going to be a little bit more on my personal life and kind of what's been going on with me lately. But definitely check out the YouTube channel for more videos because I got all sorts of good information. But the reason why I wanted to make this video is just give you guys a little bit update so you can kind of tell what I've been doing, what I've been up to. And since I moved to Long Beach, I've actually been pretty busy, obviously, writing a bunch of articles, doing a bunch of podcasts, and then obviously the YouTube videos. So for you guys who are just joining the channel, obviously or maybe you don't know, but I release YouTube videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and I generally cover all sorts of different topics. And like I said, this video is a little bit unique in that basically I'm just kind of giving a little bit of update on my life and what I've been up to, in case you guys care. Some of you guys may care. If not, though, no worries. Move on to the next one. So basically, yeah, I've been living here now for about 3 or 4 weeks in Long Beach, and so far, so good. It's definitely a cool vibe. I mean, for me, living in Newport Beach, it's definitely a beautiful place, but at the same time, there are just a lot of the same, generic white people everywhere, lots of very wealthy people. And I mean, we had a little apartment over in Newport Beach, about 10 or 15 minutes from the beach. And it was definitely a nice little spot. It wasn't the nicest place ever, but it was definitely cool. Lots of space. And so it was nice living in Newport Beach. It was definitely a beautiful place, lots of stuff to see. But the thing that I love most so far about Long Beach is just a lot of culture, a lot of diversity. And it's really cool because you do kind of get that vibe, that beach vibe down on Belmont Shores, but then up where we live in the Heights area, there's Retro Row with a bunch of coffee shops and cafes and restaurants. And then there's also over here where we are, there's a big street on Broadway. There's a ton of other restaurants and bars and cafes, and it's just a kind of a cool area in general to be in. So I've had a lot of fun exploring, and I've definitely, in the mornings, I actually usually work from home. So this is the office that I work out of in the mornings, and then in the afternoons, I usually head to a coffee shop and finish up the rest of my day there so I can get a little change of scenery, change of venue, basically. And so for me, it's been cool because there are a lot of really great coffee shops. In Newport, there was basically nothing. And now here in Long Beach, it seems like, just within a few blocks of us, there's 3 or 4 really cool independent coffee shops. I've been checking all those out. And as you guys may or may not know, I'm actually a big foodie. So I love trying different foods, new foods. And whenever I move to a new area, one of the things that I like most whenever I travel places, one of the things that I enjoy most is basically trying all the new and different and kind of exciting food. So I actually challenged myself this time, moving to Long Beach. I wanted to try 100 restaurants in 100 days. So that might seem like a lot, and now that I think about it, it kind of is. But for me, I mean, the nice thing about Long Beach is when I say restaurants, I kind of am playing a little bit loose and fast with that term. I'm basically open to trying anything, cafes, coffee shops, bars, and then obviously like more fast casual places. I probably won't review any Chipotle's or Taco Bell's or anything like that, But basically anything independent, local. So a lot of local Long Beach type stuff. And I've definitely checked out some cool places so far. I think we've lived here for about 20 or 25 days, and I think I'm up to 30 restaurants. So I'm about to take a little trip here to Peru with my wife for a couple weeks. So that's gonna set me back a little, but I might just not count those 2 weeks. So, but yeah, definitely. If you guys want to stay up to date on what I'm up to outside of the rideshare guy and outside of blogging and just what I'm doing in my personal life, you can definitely check out my personal site. It's harrygcampbell.com, and I have a little personal blog up there. And basically, I'm often posting basically articles that don't really fit in elsewhere. So on Rideshare Guy, obviously I post a lot of rideshare specific stuff. On the YouTube channel, I'll post a video once in a while about my life or what's going on. And then on the podcast, I often give a little bit of a life update at the beginning of each podcast. But on this site, it's basically kind of like my online resume. It's at harrygcampbell.com. And then I also have a blog where I talk about basically whatever is interesting to me at the moment, or if there's a topic that I kind of want to cover. For example, I've written a couple trip reports when I went to Boston, when I went to Ireland. I'll probably do a big trip report on Peru, basically how I got there. Because I like to book a lot of these travels with awards, miles and points, and then kind of what we saw, where we ate. And I'll be posting about my 100 restaurants in 100 days challenge over on my personal blogs. If you guys are interested, definitely check that out. I may even post a little early. Maybe if I can get to 50 in 50 days, I'll post an article and then update everyone once I get to 100, because it's definitely looking like I'm going to be able to get there. The nice thing about Long Beach is there's some very affordable restaurants. I mean, there's a couple Mexican places right down the street where you go and spend $5 and get a ton of food. There are a lot of Vietnamese and Cambodian places. And so, most of them aren't all restaurants when I say 100 restaurants, but it's definitely a cool mix in there. And so you guys will definitely be able to check that out. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If not, stay tuned because I got plenty more, and look forward to hearing from you in the comments below. So definitely feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I definitely look forward to hearing from you guys. All right, take care.